What did I say? I'm never wrong. I know what I said last time, and that's exactly what happened.
Fuck.
Now, if you guys aren't aware, they pretty much dropped the newest update for Jujutsu Infinity. Or Jujutsu Infinite. I don't know why I always say it like that, but I digress. Now, I'm not gonna lie. Exactly what I said they were gonna do is exactly what they did. They dropped the update on March 29th, 2025, in which that was a Saturday at 12:07. So pretty much the afternoon time. Everyone's at home. Good update timing, don't get me wrong. Usually it's better to do that when you should update on time, but you know what I'm saying, we're gonna move on from them taking a long ass time to make this update. So pretty much this update had a lot of content in my opinion. It had a lot of shit. We have the six-eyed calamity, which pretty much just an evil gojo. I'm not really gonna talk too much about the boss because at this point, majority of you guys should just know what that is. If you don't, there's a lot of videos on it. Search it up. We also got 4 new storyline quests leading up to the 6-Eye Calamity. And then we also got a level cap from 420 to 480. New daily login. 4 new weapons, which... Have you ever seen these weapons on, like, in Jujutsu Kaisen at all? Or am I just bugging? What the fuck is the sword of reversal red? Like, I don't understand why it's so hard for people to just add shit that's already in the manga. It makes it way easier for them to, rather than them add like this Genshin Impact shit. Like, I don't, what is this, bro? But let's move on. We also got 15 new armors, which I think all of them come from the boss. I think I saw a video from AGC2. Pretty much when you fight the boss, you get these energy shits. You use that, and there's like a mini shop. You're able to get shit from it. I think you can also get items from the boss directly too. Now, obviously, I don't know too much about that because I haven't even fought the boss. Because to be honest with you, I don't think I ever am, because I don't like this update at all. But you know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about that later. And then moving on, we have the quality of life, bug fixes. Obviously, it's been a couple of weeks since they actually made their last big update, so they have to do all that. And then the one thing that I knew they were gonna add, and low-key, I'm kind of disappointed that they added this, was a new code. The new code is for 200 spins. Now, if you guys don't know, usually when you keep dropping codes, the reason why developers do that is so the players keep staying on the game. When you put a code in the game, they're expecting you to play the game. That's the whole point. It attracts more players. Now, my issue with codes is that even though it attracts players, it technically attracts temporary players. Now, tying back to what I said on my last video, I knew exactly what they were going to do. They were going to drop the update. Surprisingly, the content's not even a lot from what I'm even seeing too, with all these videos are coming out, especially from AGC. That's the one I saw the first. That's like, yeah, that was like the first one I saw. He was even talking about it. The content was not good. He low-key doesn't like the update, and I don't blame him, because this is coming from someone that hasn't played the update. I'm gonna say that confidently, but I know what everything's on the update because I have the tester access, so I saw what they were working on. I was seeing it. Now, in my opinion, the game did have good potential when it first dropped, and it really is disappointing to see a game that had so much players on release to now struggling to maintain 30,000 players on a release, on an update release, which is insane. How do you go from 30,000 back to 13,000? And if I log on it right now, by next week, they're going to be right back at the few thousand players that they had before the update even dropped. That's the issue. They know this is an issue. And to be honest with you, I know they don't give a fuck at this point, because let's be honest right now, this game was a get-rich scheme. It worked. Now they're moving on. They did the same shit with the last game they worked on. They're gonna do the exact same thing with this game. Now, there's a few things that can happen. Either one, they see that the game is not getting the love that it got to, either one, they see that the game is not getting the same love that it got on release, and they try to bring that shit back, which I respect, but it's probably not gonna happen. Or two, they sell the game. Because I don't know what the fuck is going on with the Roblox anime community, but I'm seeing a lot of these like games that drop, they blow up, and then they get bought like instantly. So I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know if Robbie's that type of person to be doing shit like that, because since he's still making a decent amount of money off the game still, despite this shitty update. But you know what I'm saying? Let's move on from that. Now I want to get to the main argument of this video. Why? It's just one word. Why? Why do developers continue to add shit that has nothing to do with the goddamn anime or manga? In my opinion, when this game dropped, the storyline was actually kind of good. That's what kept me to keep playing the game too. And I had a feeling that when they dropped their next update, yo, like the storyline's gonna continue, it's gonna be heat. And they dropped it, and it's just like, what the fuck am I looking at? Let me give you guys a little bit of dialogue. So pretty much is this. The strongest was killed in an alternate dimension, born again from its rage and despair. The six-eyed calamity has come to destroy the realm of Jujutsu Infinite. Team up with I'm not reading this other shit. Like what is this? To destroy the realm of Jujutsu Infinite? Bro, Robbie, did you pull this shit out of your ass? What is this? I really don't understand why they couldn't just follow the main theme of the manga. The shit is already laid out. The blueprint is already laid out. And also, I feel like when you do that, you're also kind of making the game a lot better because you're following that already made storyline. When you add bullshit like this, like who wanted to fight an evil Gojo? Please tell me in the comment section, did you want to fight a six-eyed calamity? What is this, bro? I really don't understand. Now, I understand they've been showing that they were gonna do some shit like that, but even from the start, I knew something was off. Also, I'm gonna just mention this right now. I know I might get a few comments saying that, oh, didn't you overhype the game? You played it. Okay, let me just get this straight. Me playing the game and making actual content on it is not overhyping. It's me playing the fucking game. That's what it really is. The reason why I'm only mentioning this is because I'm seeing from like a lot of other YouTuber videos that people are like, well, you promoted the game. Like, no fucking duh. I need to play something and record it. Obviously, when this game dropped, it had a lot of fucking players and it had a lot of fucking potential. But who would have thought that these developers would do the same shit that almost every single Roblox anime developer has done in 2024, 2023, and 2022 and fucking sell the game? I just don't understand. Like, they had so much on their palm, like right there, and they throw it away. Like, it just doesn't make any sense why they treated the game like this. It doesn't make any sense why they abandoned it for months to drop this mediocre update. Now, even if this update is good for some people, I just know for a fact that this content that they added isn't going to last for damn near a week. This shit should have came out a long time ago, and they know it should have. Now, here's my thing. If they do want to restore the game back to that former glory, if I was them, throw the towel, because the shit's not happening. Respectfully, this game is never going to reach 300,000 players ever fucking again. It's never going to reach that shit. But I do see it kind of reaching a decently higher player count, probably like 50k or 60k on a release for an update. But the only way I see that happening is if they actually put in the effort and time of dropping big updates, keyword big updates, on time. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you could say that I was overhyping it, but respectfully, I was never overhyping this game. I played it. I like some of the aspects. I want to see more from the game. They dropped this update after a few months, and I realized, damn, they don't give a fuck. Another thing I also want to talk about that I just find so hilarious, that I also mentioned in my last video, is that if you guys didn't know, Jujutsu Infinite was actually in testing for a good chunk of time. I believe a year or two. Yes, for a very long time, they were in paid early access testing. So you could play as a tester, and the testers were pretty much the early access players. I believe it was around $25, but for content creators like me, we were able to get into the game for free. Now, I didn't play it around that time. I just didn't like it at all until the game released, and I realized, hey, it's actually not that bad. But the only reason why I'm mentioning like the early access testing is because they really had a lot of time. Like, honestly, if you really think about it though, they had a lot of time to pre-plan updates, run it through people, see if this is something that the community will like. They had time. I don't want to hear the excuses that they didn't have time to plan ahead. You can literally pay someone to do that shit. Pay someone in the community, talk to people in the community, talk to other people outside of the community, so you're getting mixed opinions about what you should do for the roadmap for this game. It, like, literally how AGC says it, and how every other YouTuber that I've seen that made hate videos about this update, it feels rushed. It really does feel rushed. It really does feel like they put their hand inside their asses and pulled the first thing that came out, like on some real shit. I just don't know why they had all this time, and for some reason this game came out like this, a pile of shit. Another thing I actually want to touch up before this video actually ends is definitely the lack of content. Now, I did mention this early on in this video about the lack of content, but it really is disappointing. Now, mind you, this game came out in December of 2024. Yes, December of 2024. What's today's date? Practically April 1st. We're almost damn near in summer, and these niggas still haven't dropped half of the shit that they promised around this time. I don't know what's going on. Robbie is in Cancun. The developers are all meeting up in fucking Hawaii or some shit. But it's like, bro, what the fuck is going on, bro? At this point, it's not even for me. Like, think of your fans, the people that actually like the game and they play it every fucking day. Do you not like these niggas? Respectfully, do you not like these niggas? The thing that I'm also talking directly about is the Battle Royale and the exchange event. These two things that they sneaked about a long time ago, and for some reason it's still being worked on, which makes no sense because one of these things should not have came out for this update. And I promise you, if they actually did added one of these things for this update, it would have been a lot fucking better, especially the Battle Royale. Now at this point, I'm done. This might be the last video I make on this game. If something pops up and it catches my eye, I might make another video. But as of right now, I don't know, because it's just really disappointing. I think the only way I'm even going to come back for this game is if when they add the exchange event or the Battle Royale. But who knows? That might not be until goddamn July or fucking August at this point. But yeah.